Right, let me know when you can see it.
I think we are up and running. Yeah, stream's up.
Hello everybody, and we are here for EU2. This is probably the newest commentary partnership we've got this year. We have myself and Agos Reflux. How you doing, man?
I'm not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Not too bad. Can we get some comments to see if we can be both heard okay? Because that's the main issue usually. Let's see what we got. So, who's the first one out? Hello, hello.
Oh, I
Let's
am excited.
Yes, indeed. Who is the closest one? I think. Oh my god! What have I just seen? What was that? Did anyone just see that?
Was that Licky?
I just switched to someone and the wheel was off, but nobody's out. Anyways, right, let's go through a flying lap with. I'm really gonna struggle with these names, man. Zedlight. I'm gonna go with Zedli because why not? It's easy. We'll run you through a lap. We'll go on board. Very nice through turn 1 and 2. DRS wide open. Gonna see some fast times around here from these lot.
Ooh. I'm hoping to see some low 117s, and if we're really be unlucky. Whoa!
And Spud is out of the session already. A little bit of a beach on the curve from Zedli here, but lap's looking okay. Ooh, a little bit squirmy coming out of the exit of turn 10, if I'm not mistaken. Anyone correct me in the comments. But at the minute we have Zedlight coming around the penultimate corner now. This is this massively spin prone corner, this. Comes across the line to set the banker lap with a 1:18.5. That would have got you P2 in EU4, mate. Who's next? Who's on a lap then? Oh, Dan Robbo. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, he's just avoided the wall though. Very close there. Let's go on board with. Let's go on board with Matty. Let's see what Matty's going for.
I'm gonna watch Hasmania. This is the guy I'm excited for.
Hasmania was promising.
A lot in the chat.
Matty waited a long time to change gear. I'm not going to die though, probably better than me. What happened there?
Has dies a bit.
Jamie James goes provisional pole 1:17.7. Very good lap there.
Not a bad banker.
Not bad indeed. What was your lap yesterday?
Oh god. I'd be lucky if I was into the 19s, to be honest.
Jack King is out as well. We have a couple of
cool.
And that is also at that's at turn.
That's pretty impressive. He's done that on the.
That's at turn 10. How's he done that?
Oh, Don Ammo's lost a front wing.
Matty's gone P7 with a 1:19.8. He can definitely improve. Let's go on board. Oh, someone's in the wall. Damn Robbo is in the wall again. Just before penultimate corner. He must have beached on the curb. Let's go on board with Kelster's wag. He is on a lap at the moment. Let's go. Let's watch him in the broadcast camera. So nice to watch how fast they go around these corners.
It is.
The reprofile
The
reprofile around here is so nice. Purple middle sector. If it goes to swag. Ooh. Hello, Deathstorm. Rounds the final corner, and power all the way down to the line. What's this going to be? It's going to be a 1:19 dead. He will probably be able to do a lot more than that. Camping Ducks is invalidated. Let's go.
Charlie's on the lap.
Charlie, yeah. Let's watch Charlie.
And he's just backed out.
Oh, he's backed out. As I go to watch him.
He might be recharging.
Let's. Oh, Cornish Cooks doing donuts. Let's watch the Ferrari of just Perry. He is also validated, right? Let's watch Profodes. Profodes. Let's watch Profodes. At the minute, Jamie James's time is untouchable. 8/10 in it.
People are struggling on their opening bankers.
Yep. Jamie James might have gone out for an absolute flyer at the start, or that is his banker. We don't know.
Charlie's on the lap now.
Very clean through 9 and 10 from Profodes. I think we have a Ferrari in the wall. That will be just Para. Nice and clean through turn 14. I don't know. And P2 by a 10th and a quarter from Profodes. Who shall we watch now? Who's on a lap?
Charlie's coming towards the end.
Cornish Cook's going in the pit. Yeah, we'll watch Charlie as he's coming around turn 12, I presume. If I'm getting this right, then fair play to me. Oh, as he comes into the pits. So, Profodes is he doing another lap or is he on an in lap? I think he's on another out lap, but let's watch Haz. Haz is on a lap now. I've got just set a 1:18 dead. You've run out of energy recovery.
Down the main straight here.
Through. Nice and tidy.
P2.
I move with the closest time at the minute to Jamie James with a 1:17.9. Oh, as Has comes in. Austin has invalidated. Dan Robbo, I think this is his.
Has just set a purple sector 2.
Dan Robbo powers down to the line. It's a 1:18.4. So that puts him just behind Profodes now. Let's watch J Prentice. My COS European, well, yeah, my COS teammate last season, not in the same league, but league above, Williams. It's down to the line now. It's going to be a 1:18.7, so it puts him P7.
Zedli's come to line. He's up on his time. 118 flat.
Oh, Zedlike. Who have we got now? So we've got Dynamo. Is Dynamo on a lap? He is invalidated and he's going slow as anything. Matty is also on a lap. Let's watch Matty again. Yep, I'm bringing back the William vibes. Matty's ran wide. Turn 4. He's put an end to his lap. Anyone on a lap? Electric Blade round the final corner and a Haas. His teammate is on provisional pole. What can he achieve? A 1:18.4, so that puts him P6. 2 100ths ahead of Dan Robbo in the Williams. Who is on a lap? Is Jack Prentice on
Ducks
a
is
lap?
3/10 up.
Jack Prentice is on a lap. Let's have a look. I don't think he is actually.
Amber Ducks looking quite good. Definitely improving.
Camber Ducks is improving. It's a 1:18.3. It's not bad. Jeremy James' time at the minute is still untouchable. He's set a purple sector 1. Let's go through this lap with the man on provisional pole. Can he beat it? And can he probably secure his spot on pole? There's his teammate giving him a tow down the straight. He's going to pull to the side. Takes no curb through the entry. Purple middle sector now. This man is flying. Debris all over the track. That will be... I think that was the Ferrari. Camping Ducks, maybe, I don't know. Very fast through this sector. As he opens the car out, rides the curb on exit and puts in a 1:17.3. He has absolutely smashed that. 4/10 up on his best time. And at the minute, that's looking untouchable. Let's go on board with Charlie, who is on the lap now. He's just about to finish. He's coming around turn 12. Please correct me if I'm getting this wrong. .118.5. So that only puts him 10th. So this is proving the ability of these drivers in this league. Obviously, it's not the best league in here, but some of these drivers are putting in times that are probably worthy for a U1.
Hasmania has just set a purple sector 1.
Let's go on board.
A whole 10.
2/10 up. Is he going to purple sector 2? He's ran wide. Hasn't invalidated, surprisingly.
Oh.
Lucky man. Lucky man. Still going though. Might have knocked off a couple tenths off his time. Curves are dangerous out of time. 10. Ooh, little snap on exit. So 1:17.6, so that puts him even closer to Jeremy James, but Jeremy James's time is incredible at the minute. It is just under 3/10 up on P2.
They're still in that middle sector.
Charlie is definitely going to come in this lap. So at the minute we have nobody actually on a lap. We have Austin and Just Pera, who haven't even set a time. Jack King spud out of the session. We have Austin on his way out. Vamu also on his way out. So I will flick to Vamu once Austin has finished his lap, depending on if he has a clean lap. Ooh, little snap there for Austin. Still got it though.
No. Oh.
What's happened?
Vamu invalidated. He was a 10th up in the first sector.
On his time or overall?
On his time.
Austin's
he'd have
just
been
set.
matching.
Austin has just set his personal best with a flashing purple on the screen. Austin powers to the line. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 117, 118.1. Thought from out it was going to be in the 117s. Puts him up to P5 though. We have everyone except the top front two on an outlap at the minute. Has Vamu gone again? He has. Let's go on board. Oh, there's a yellow. That will be around turn 12 in the Mercedes. I think that's probably Austin. So the wreck then. Most likely is. Unless this is Austin in, then we'll know for sure. I don't know, because my IDs aren't on for whatever reason. Oh, Vamu.
Is that Vamu on another lap?
Yeah, he purple middle sector, but on exit of turn 10, car got all out of shape. Another yellow round turn 12. Who's gone off this time? Oh, he's caught the grass a little, Vamu. Still got it though.
Will it beat Has? It might just be not
It
enough.
might. This might be a P2 time. I think 1 minute 17.8. No.
No.
Haz's time is secured. Haz and Jamie James have both gone out again. Let's go on board with. I was going to go on board electric blades, but he's round. Let's go on board with one of the apprentices. I'll go on board with Luke. I'm going on board with Luke. Yep. No, Jack, we still have normal weather, even though on Monday in EU4 we somehow managed to have a dry race after the first few laps to make it full wet. All 29 laps.
Jumped up to P4.
6 safety cars we had, if you weren't watching. EU4. Chaos. Why would you give a full wet race to EU4, Cody's?
I think it's the best league.
Yeah, do that.
You know, the most entertaining.
Oh,
league.
Luke's lost it. He's dropped it around final corner. He was up, I think, as well. Jack Prentice is now making his way to the same place. And, oh, he's goal squirrely coming out of the exit. It won't be a good enough time for anything close to the front lot. But it will be a 118.8. He does not improve. He's down by 8/100ths of a second. Let's go on board with Cornish Cook, who's making his way around the final corner. He's pitted.
Matty's coming round now.
Just Perez gone
better.
P4 after not having a lap at all. That's pretty good. Austin has gone P6. The two that hadn't set a lap until a couple of minutes ago.
Only P17. I think he'll be a bit disappointed.
Just Perez obviously not improving. He could have gone into the pits. And I think, everyone, that is it. That is it. So, Jamie James will start on pole position in the Haas. First time I think we'll ever see a Haas on pole. Not in COS, but in real life. So we have Haz, who's just made the jump from EU3 in P2, and Vamu finishes off the top 3 with just Pera joining him on the second row. Overall, pretty good qualifying. What do you think? August?
Oh, sorry.
So what do you think of the qualifying?
Interesting one. Jamie James looks the clear faster car.
He does.
But doesn't mean everything. Doesn't mean everything.
Nope.
And to be fair, from P4 all the way down to about P16, there's only second in it. could change the whole race.
It can.
Anyone could end up on that podium. And knowing what this track's like, people, safety cars, I think we're in for a good race. Matty's saying he's 1.9 seconds off his time. So he's in his time trial time, but
At the minute we have a nickname glitch with Charlie, but that should be fixed. Yeah. In the Alpha Tauri, that is correct. Let's check it again. It still says player, but
the other Alpha.
the name is there. That's all that matters.
So who do you predict? What podium? What's your podium?
My podium. Ooh. Let's have your podium predictions in the comments, and how many safety cars do you think? Let's see what everyone thinks. Dry race, so let's see what everyone thinks. It's EU2 too, so it's unlikely that there'll be as many as EU4 because there was 6 and it was torrential rain. I am gonna say to win the race, Jamie James. I think he's gonna hold the lead. A pretty good race. I think P2 will be Vamu. I think he will finish better than Haz, and then Haz will finish third.
Oh, so same top 3.
We've got top 3 stay in order from Steve. Hilly says Haz, Jamie, and Cornish, and then Steve says 3 safety cars.
Cornish is an outsider. I like that.
Yeah, that is an out. James,
I
Vamu,
think
and
that third
Profodes.
spot could be anyone's. Austin.
So we have straight into the race for everyone that forgot because of the formation lap glitch. And the lights are out and away we go. We're down towards first corner. Vamu has already overtaken Haz. Camping Ducks and Profodes have both got Austin off the line. No. Let's go down to see what's going down. Haz is out. Haz is out of the race. Just after predicting. Will that be a safety car already? As Electric Blades dives down the inside and makes the move stick. Dan Robbo is on side by side with Profodes. Profodes has the better line. Rackvan now right on his tail. There's an Alpha. He's put Rack in the wall, but managed to keep it out. Oh, Jack King right on the back of Rack there. As Matty's right on the back of Rackvan's Heaton now. They head down towards turn 9. Let's see what we've got going on. Any moves getting done? We have Electric Blades right on the back of Profodes now. Will he make a move? Not just yet.
Bob lost the first challenge. So Zedly is the only one with major damage at the moment. He's got 33%.
The major loser off the start is Zedly, but he does have damage.
Yes, he's got damage, yes.
The big winners are Jay Prentice, who is up 5 places, as is Jack King, as is Spud. Vamu just Pera up 1. Austin's up 2. Cornish is up 4. Not a bad start.
Hilly's prediction is looking better.
Hilly's prediction is not looking bad. Except for How's P1. Maybe just slide someone in as your 4th spot, Hilly, then your prediction might be a bit there. Profodes right on the back of Cornish Cook now. Let's watch this as they head down round this newly profiled part of Australia. He's got the inside and an easy pass there. Cornish wasn't even trying to fight that. Oh, Austin gets squirrely on exit.
Oh, Charlie's got a good exit on Jay Prentice.
We have 1 warning for Jamie James, 1 warning for Austin, 2 warnings at the minute for Dan Robbo, 2 warnings for Luke Prentice. We have already a 3-second penalty for Spud in the McLaren. And we have a one warning for Kelsterswag and the Alpine in P18 at the minute. The yellow... Oh no, it's not. I thought it just said there was a yellow. It has. Maybe that was just me.
What I completely didn't realise is that the front two now are on softs.
They are.
And Profodes, and most of the others apart from Rack on mediums, and Matty Rob on the hards.
Yeah, so let's look at the tyres at the minute. So, we have the front two on the softs, Profodes on the softs, and Rack on the softs. Then everyone else on the mediums, apart from Matty, who is on the hards. Austin picks up a penalty. He is the second person to do so.
Oh, Rack span.
Rack's out. Is he out?
75.
Let's go down to him.
He's kept it.
He's
running.
kept it, but does he have damage?
100% front wing.
100% front wing for Rack. That's not looking good.
Wow, straight into the pits.
No damage for anyone else in the field. Rack's tyres are insanely worn compared to the others.
Well, Bamu seems as like it's just that.
Jamie James does have a 1.1 second lead on Bamu, so he's already at DRS. Just Perra has a 4.8 second gap. The front two are running away with this.
No, Spud span.
Spud as span, but he's
managed to start damage. Oh, he's got 100% damage rear wing.
He does have a 100% rear wing damage. Yeah, that is. I think that is his race over. In fact, for I think that is critical because he's going to not have any rear downforce at all. So the car is going to spin at every time he tries to throw the car into a corner.
Without spinning. Oh, that's tough.
That is a major blow. Rear wing damage. You can't even fix it. Oh, and there again. Z-like is still 19 seconds behind, but if Spud's taking it, Spud's gone again.
Oh, El Prentice for 3 seconds.
Yeah, we have 3 penalties already now.
Jack King, I think, span.
Jack King.
Oh, and he's
just left the session. Rack has retired. Where did he retire? Did he crash? I think that is a full safety car, and I think that's the first safety car of today in EU4. Spud is finding this incredibly difficult to stay on the track. Feels so bad for him, man. He had a really good start. He was up 5 places. And then it just all... Jack King is back. There was probably just a disconnection. Spud will limp back into the pits now and most likely...
Oh, Z-Light. Z-Light retires as well.
Z-Light is also retired. We already have, if I'm not mistaken, yep, Spud and 4 retirements now. Spud comes into the pits and that will be the 4th retirement now. So we have the only teams left with a full team are, there's actually quite a few. There is both Ferraris are still in it, both Alfa Romeos are still in it, both Alpines are still in it, both Aston Martins, both for Williams, the only, and both Haas. But we have, oh no, not both Aston Martins, sorry, Z-Light's gone. So we have 1 Alpha Tauri, a Mercedes, a McLaren and an Aston Martin all out. So we have 6 constructors with full teams, 4 constructors with only 1 runner left. There's been a few pits. Jamie James has dropped down to P. I don't know where he'll finish. Come out of here. So.
He's gone on to the mediums. So his proposed is where Bamu's gone to the hards. So Bamu's clearly going to the end.
Someone said Spud driving like it's EU4 weather. I'm pretty sure that looked worse than the rain. Not being able to literally drive around a corner is Probably not an understatement. Probably not far off an understatement anyway. So just Para is at the front of the pack now with Austin in behind. Let's have a look at penalties now. We have 3 seconds worth of penalties for Austin and Luke Prentice.
Camping Ducks has just managed to damage his rear wing. Like
Camping Ducks has damaged his rear wing. 33% damage.
That could ruin it. He's going to really struggle there.
It is. He is.
Any rear wing damage is tough.
So Jamie James does have the fastest lap so far, fastest first and last sector, with Vamu taking fastest middle sector. Let's have a look at the minute. What's the deal? We have 2 warnings for Dan Robbo still from the start when I read. 1 warning for Don Ammo and 1 warning for Kelster Swag. Or Zwag, how are you going to say it? 1 warning for Jamie James and Bamu, and 1 warning for Electric Blade. And the rest have no warnings. Oh, how I would have loved a dry Australia on Monday. Love to hear it, Hilly.
We try our best.
We do. We still have 22 laps remaining, so anything can change at the minute.
So
but at the end of the day,
car down, 5 more to go.
First you have to finish. And 16 drivers are living up to that at the moment. We still need to fulfill Steve's expectations of 3 safety cars. Deathstorm wants to rain. There is no rain forecasted for this race. It is overcast, overcast, and then light cloud. So unless the weather has glitched itself again, like it did with us, then we're not getting any rain tonight.
Oh, here we go.
In this lap. So the pace is going to be... I'm going to watch around here, because a lot of people do like to slam the brakes on, or try and go too fast and send it up the inside.
There was some of that last night, I noticed.
There was some of that in EU4 as well. A lot of people driving alongside, to which there was a collision, to which I think Dan and Matty got quite mad about.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's in the rules that we aren't... Oh, there we go. There's one.
There's one. Cornish has smashed into the back of Austin.
No damage.
5-second penalty. No damage, so it must have just been a tiny little tap, but any tap in this game warrants severe collision. Apparently.
Sadly, he can't get that removed. But...
He can pit for that. He can pit for that, and Just Para has gone. Austin stuck with him very nicely. Big enough gap between the McLaren behind though, 6.5 tenths, just over 7 tenths now as they head into turn 1. Oh, and Austin's lost it. Austin's lost it whilst I was watching him. As I was just saying, he had a really good really good set of corners towards keeping up with Just Para.
Charlie lost it as well.
Charlie has also lost it, yeah. Just Para now with a 2-second lead near enough above Dan Robbo in the Williams. So he's quite comfortable. He's very comfortable now. Let's see what's going on here. And Camping Ducks is retired from the session.
Could that be another safety car?
It could be. Where is that at? That is right at turn 5. He must have beached on the curb and straight to the wall on the right hand side.
He did have that rear wing damage. So
he did have the rear wing damage. That might have played into effect, but
Austin's
no.
got rear wing damage.
Austin does have rear wing damage.
Oh.
It's interesting. Very interesting.
Already had 5 retirements.
Austin has 33%, so I'm going to stay on board and watch the difficulty of turning corners with Austin now, because it doesn't seem to be as bad as Spud, but Let's go see on Jamie James right on the back of Cornish Cook now. Let's see what the man in the house can do. Much better exit than Cornish Cook. Manages to stay within half a second now. They go into turn 3. Bit of a slow exit and he's lost a couple of tenths there. Stay on board with Jamie James. Austin would have picked up rear wing damage from that spin at turn 1 after the safety car. Jack has left the session. I thought he'd left earlier, to be honest. This Jamie James is getting ever so close to the McLaren. He's very close now. He will get DRS. No, he won't, because the safety car's not been out for 3 laps yet. So he will have to rely on his ERS now to push himself to get past the McLaren. But McLaren must have used some as well. It's Cornish Cook. It's a little bit squirrely on exit, and it's allowed Jamie James in a little bit closer. DRS is now enabled, and Jamie James is even closer now to the McLaren, but he's going to have to back off there. Thinks better of it. Jamie James has just picked up a penalty whilst I was riding on board with him, and he will have DRS down this straight, so now is his chance to make a move on the McLaren. He hasn't chose to yet. I will stay on board because I'm sure everyone loves the action. We have no real close combat except Jack Prentice at the minute on Matty Robbo. Not close enough. Let's stay on board with Jamie James now. Ooh, maybe not. Still gets a good exit. McLaren waving off. He can now charge after the Williams ahead. Also, the penalties will not do him any favours towards the end of this race. Just Perez's lead is dropping slightly, but not significantly, so he's gaining time at certain places and losing it otherwhere. Elsewhere. Jesus Christ.
Seems like the apprentices are just glued together at the moment. You can never separate them. Matching each other's times.
They are matching each other's times. Both Alpha. Charlie is now on the back of Kelsterswag. He's there's a yellow, and that is Jack King. Span on final corner. That is the, and here goes Charlie on Kelsterswag now, and he makes the move stick. Very nice. Into P12. We have Jamie James right in the back of Dan Robbo now. Let's watch this one unfold before us. Dan Robbo is going to be watching in his mirrors as we head down towards turn 9. So it's going to be nail biting for Dan Robbo. Will Jamie James be close enough this time round? I don't think so. Gonna have to wait. Dan Robbo a bit slower through that set of corners there, and it's going to be a pretty smooth overtake as Williams has lost a position and Jamie James can now go on the hunt for the Ferrari.
I mean, on those fresh hires, he's just struggling a bit under Electric Blade, catching him but being held up a bit. It's not good for.
Let's watch on board with Vamu and Electric Blade. Electric Blade has come into the pits. Interesting call. Is that strategic or is that damage? There's no damage on his car. There's no damage.
His tyres about 40%. They're quite younger than the others, fresher. Just Perra on the mediums, not looking the best. All in the 40s now.
Yeah.
Compared to the likes of Dan Robert.
Whoa.
Oh, Perra's crashed.
Donamo and Just Perra have both just gone out. What has happened there?
Car.
Donamo's gone around first corner, and Just Perra's gone.
Turn 4? Is that?
Turn 4, just on exit. Turn 4, yeah. He must have. I was not watching. I was checking Taz. I was checking Taz. I look up and I see.
See, this is beautiful for these.
Now both Ferraris are out, so that's not very good for the long constructors, but Jamie James has now got the lead. Cornish Cook will probably take this moment to serve his penalty in the pits and probably come onto a fresh set of mediums or the hards, which are also a good set.
I think he'll probably go hard. I don't know if he has a fresh set.
Let's just pair it as left. Will Cornish pit? Yes, is the answer to that.
And yeah, Dan Rowe as well.
Dan Rivers also came in. Anyone else want to come in the pits? We have none of the apprentices have come in.
I think Charlie should.
Charlie has came in. Kelster Swag and Austin has come in. Electric Blade, nope. Jack King, he must do. No, I thought he had
Electric
picked up.
Blade pitted the lap before.
Oh, did he? I thought Jack King picked up damage from that spin around turn 14.
No, luckily he'd kept his rear wing out the wall.
What we got then? What are we looking at?
Well, I think Jamie James and Vamu, that's the back to the starting position essentially.
Yeah, Provodes,
Apprentices on.
the Red Bull are looking very good, I must say.
They are.
And Vamu will be hunting down Jamie James now. Clear run, and Jamie James also has 3 seconds worth of penalties. There'll be one more lap under the safety car, I should think. There won't be any more.
I'm wondering if Jamie James is going to hope for another safety car.
I think he's banking on it. I think he's going to bank on it because I don't think he's going to be able to last these mediums out till the end now.
No. His mediums are on. They're on. His back left's already on 30%.
Yeah.
He's struggling. Yeah, Vamu's only on 20%. He's loving life.
Vamu has hards on as well, so he probably will be able to take it to the end of this race. I think that's what he's banking on. So we also have Matty Robbo in P4 on the hard, so that's interesting.
Medium's looking so much better than Jamie James is. He's a good 10%.
Let's see.
Provode's not looking too bad,
Yeah, he hasn't got the freshest set of tyres, Mr. Jamie James, I must say. 30% on rear left, 27 on front left and rear right, and then the front right is 26. So at this moment in time, Profodes has very less worn tyres actually. His tyres are looking good, I must say. He has 8 lap old. Yeah, what's Jamie James been doing? He must have been.
Is it the amount of pushing he's been doing?
Yeah, he has been doing a lot of pushing. He's burnt a lot of his. I mean, he's got a full tank now, but he's burnt a lot with the overtakes that he's been making. He made an overtake on Cornish and on Dan Robbo.
Just quickly looking at everybody's fuel, most people are at least 2 laps over fueled, so I'm wondering. And the only person who preferred is on 0.14. So they need to start burning a bit of fuel. If they can.
Jamie James has 3.52 plus fuel. 3.87 for Matty Robbo. He is massively overfueled.
So what does Jamie James do here? Does he wait?
Vamu's only on 2.2. So I think Vamu is in the perfect position to win now.
Oh, has Jamie James gone already?
I think he has. I think he's caught them napping. He has. That's a very good start from Jamie James. Let's
he has.
Let's go on board because there is the apprentices right on the back of Matty Robbo. Not got enough speed down the straight. Let's see what's going on. Austin is right on the back of Charlie now as that we head into turn 1. He's pushed him to the outside. He's going to have to yield. Famu is already 1.2 seconds behind Jamie James now. It's a brilliant start from the Haas. Brilliant restart.
He is taking time out of Famu. Unless Famu doesn't have those tyres warmed up, I don't know. Oh, Mercedes fan, Austin.
Austin.
That's that rear wing damage.
That is the rear wing damage on that Mercedes.
Damn.
Yeah, Pero, mate. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Happens. It happens.
Dude, brilliant.
And now
You're
Luke
on
and Jack are still within like half a second of each other again. Like these lot, they're brothers and all that, but they are very close on track as well.
The interesting thing is now that you've got Matty Robbo and Dan Robbo sandwiching the apprentices. Is Matty going to back him up into Dan to help him?
Is that his plan? Yeah, that is true. Because Dan is right on the back of Luke now. You head down the main straight. Luke's got more ERS.
Jack King's span.
Jack King has span again. Dan Robbo's picked up a 3-second time penalty. That's his third warning. Jamie James does need to pit again, indeed.
Cornish Kirk looking over the back of Kelster swag.
He is. And is he going to make the move? Oh, there's no front wing. Oh, yeah, there is. There's so much disorientating stuff. I don't know what I'm seeing.
Oh, he gets me.
He does. He's ahead.
Crucial if he's going to keep
3 more retirements and everyone gets points. But I can't see there being 3 more. The only 2 people I can really see retiring is Austin with his wing damage. If it gets too severe.
When did Profodas get above Famu?
Oh, Profodas has taken Famu. Jack King has retired.
Jack's retired. Oh, that's a
and
safety
it's a full
car.
safety car again. This is Jamie James's dream. This is
that 3 safety cars? Is that?
This is 3 safety cars. If Steve, you're still watching, mate.
Steve,
lovely stuff.
You've done it, mate. He's done it.
And Charlie's been disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Oh wow. Right. Okay.
Is he? Okay.
So 1 more retirement and everyone gets points. This is literally the same as EU4 pretty much.
Oh my god, what is going on?
There was 9 finishes in EU4. I finished 9th, but I had a stinking race. But at the minute, Jay Prentice is on a fresh set of mediums. They are not fresh.
Matty
they're 4
Robbo's
laps old.
looking nice as well. He's onto a fresh
He
mediums
is on.
now.
Look at the shine on them. He is.
So what does Jamie James do? And Profodas?
He has to pit. They have to pit. They can't stay out on these tyres. They have to pit.
Profodas is only on 23%. His worst is 31.
Yeah, but I still think a set of mediums now would easily take you to the end. Another set of mediums could easily take you to the end.
Yeah. Famu's been given a lifeline. Matty Robbo, will he make a late surge? Steve says, 4th safety car, lap 23-24. Just to spice it up at the end. I agree, Steve. Get people on them sauce. Just have a sprint to the end.
Yeah, I think he is going to stick the hard mediums on now, Jamie James. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. I will be surprised. And no, neither does Profodes. He stays out. That's.
Is it because the amount of places they'll lose?
Yeah, it might be. It might be. But everyone else has stayed out. Not surprisingly, Luke Prentice is in a good position. He's only on 12 lap old hards.
I think Dan Robbo down.
Luke Prentice.
Maybe.
Ooh, them hards are 12 laps old, 13 laps old, but he's 38% rear right.
So he's looking just. I think
Jamie James has 43% on his rear left.
I think you're looking at Dan Robbo, Electric Blades and Cornish Cup could be in for a sure for a podium. I think here, with them lot struggling at the top. And Matty Robbo on those fresh mediums.
Matty Robbo is probably the one in the best position right now because he has people on no less than 5-lap old tyres. Cornish Cook and Dan Robbo aren't looking horrendous. They are only on 5-lap old, 10% worn.
Lovely.
Hards.
Have a look at warning. Electric Blades only one warning away from a penalty. And obviously Cornish Cook has served that 5 seconds, so he could jump a couple places with these penalties.
He can indeed. Safety car is not in. Oh, it is. A bit late.
Somehow Austin set.
Nah, it's just a mess up. Austin is still sat P10. Jack Prentice is not looking too bad in P11, although he has just smacked on. Oh, sorry, I'm a bit tired. He has just smacked on a set of mediums which are already worn 20%.
Jamie James now 4.5 overfueled.
That
a
is
lot of cars,
crazy.
more than 3 laps. But Profoda's doing the best with the fuel, 0.5.
Profoda's has definitely a chance to win this.
Let's see what Jamie James makes it up a little bit.
That's gone forward as he's gone around the final corner.
He's caught Profoda's up again.
Yeah, he has.
And Vamu is struggling on these restarts.
Vamu, and he's under pressure from Luke already. Is Luke going to make this move down? No, he will not. Thinks better of it. Vamu gets a bit of a wide entry into turn 1. And, ooh, Luke nearly loses it, which will allow Dan Robbo closer. He's going to cover the inside. Dan Robbo is going to hang it round the outside. He won't give him enough room as he taps the side. Don't, lads, don't. Careful. Jesus. Dan Robbo has to just yield there. Electric Blades now thinking about a move on this. He's sat behind that scrap for the last 3 corners, and now Dan Robbo he's got a really good exit, and he is on the back of Luke Prentice to say the least. Luke's covered the inside. Are we going to see what I did to Ricardo Forever? Oh no, what's going to go on? Dan Robbo's going to hold it round the outside, and he's gone. And he's gone. You just knew that was going to happen.
Oh, Prentice's span.
Luke's span as well. So is Jack. So is Jack Prentice. He is also. Oh no, he hasn't. No, sorry. My bad, I thought Jack was higher than that.
Oh, Cornish Cook span. He touched Matty Robbo. Matty Robbo now P4.
Matty Robbo is in probably one of the best positions at the minute. And Luke Prentice was definitely behind in that corner. But did he still have the right to keep his nose in there?
I think the shirt room might be a bit busy on that lap. That was a bit chaotic.
Austin's looking good. Austin's looking very good, but he still is holding rear wing damage, so that might play into effect. Because he will have less grip. Matty Robbo is 3.5 seconds ish behind the front 3. Jamie James has pulled out nearly a second on Profodes, as Vamu is still hanging back on his teammate. Who's the closest? Joe Prentice now with Electric Blade.
Jamie James now on 53% on that back.
People are saying Jamie James is probably going to hang this to the end, and it might not be a bad shout.
He's going to be in puncture territory though.
He will be. Let's watch him. Let's see how his performance is doing. The man's a good driver, we know that. But
oh yeah, he's unbelievable. But Austin on the back.
Can he hold towards the end of this race at least 75% wear on all tyres? He's around the final corner. He still has that 3-second penalty, which will play into effect. So that's why I think Profodes and Vamu are still in contention here. Let's look at the leader gap. There is only 17 seconds to 11th. But
somehow Profodes has better tyres than Vamu.
He does. And he's had the mediums on for a while. Vamu must be absolutely ripping his tyres into every corner. I know Profodes does not use ABS, so that might be one of his reasons. He might know how to use his tyres a bit better. Vamu is very fast, but is also very fast at wearing his tyres by the looks of it. Because
Jay Prentice.
3-second time penalty, so how that makes the 6th penalty getter, if you want to call it. With Dan Robbo, Luke Prentice, both the Prentices had 3 seconds, and then the Mercedes and the Haas at the front really could do with that getting taken off. Although there'll be nothing to do about it, it was by his own doing.
Matty Robbo not really making a lot of ground on these mediums.
No, he's stuck at the same gap at least, and Austin is very close behind now.
He's doing
Indeed, pad versus wheel tie deck, yeah. Vamu is on pad and Profodes is on wheel, I presume, yeah.
Seems like Vamu's getting to a bit of a stride now, though.
He's pulled a bit back. Them tyres might be coming into prime time.
Jamie James looking in that rearview mirror, seeing 2 rebels coming after him. He will not like that.
You won't. Especially when you're on a Haas.
Exactly.
If I was Mick Schumacher and I saw Max
Verstappen
Verstappen and Sergio Perez behind me, I would be bricking it. As Jay Prentice is, he was about half a second to Electric Blade. It must have a lot of and Austin's picked up another 3 seconds. That must have been through turn 6 or turn 7, sorry.
Jamie James. Well, 1 lap away from Steve predicting
Austin
it'll be a safety car.
Got DRS. Yeah, Austin, fair play with this damage.
So
he's even closer now to the Williams, and I'm sure I will stay on. Oh, Luke's picked up another penalty now. That's 6 seconds to his name.
He's doing brilliantly with his damage, Hilly.
He is. He is, and he's going to make the move now. Let's go on board. Let's watch on board with Matty Robbo. He pulls to the inside. Matty Robbo's not even going to try and defend that because of his penalties. And makes the move stick. Mercedes is up into P4.
Austin is blinking though, so can Matty
Jamie James has got the fastest lap, which is
still
by 0.3 of a second to Vamu, who is 129.9.
Vamu now all over the back of the Podas, but will there be a multi-21?
Will Vamu be allowed past by his teammate to try and push on for Jamie James?
It looks like he's letting him by.
It does, but will Vamu...
I don't
are
know,
the 2
I
rebels
don't
going to collide here?
He's not letting him pass. Oh,
He's not letting him pass.
They're letting Jamie James get away here.
They are. They're fighting with each other. He's not really going to defend that. Yeah. He knew that Vamu was faster out of that corner, so can't defend when you're slower. Profodes down to
with
P3.
Austin's pace here, he's looking very good. He's catching the guys in front.
Matty Robbo still within a second of Austin, but I can't see any ground being made.
Austin now only 2.2.
Austin is pulling away and pulling ever so close to the Red Bulls. The penalties are what are really playing into effect with this Mercedes' car now.
And both Red Bulls
got
only
a
on
better
1
exit,
warning.
but slightly lose it. Cornish Cook.
Jamie James. Jamie James only 1 warning away from 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh! Austin span!
Austin has lost it. Again.
The turn 3.
And he does have significant wing damage. He has 28% on his right side. 5% damage for Cornish Cook on his left wing, front wing. So that will be hampering his performance slightly. Yeah, there is slight damage, but that allows Matty Robbo now even closer. Like if he can close that 3 second gap to Jamie James.
Oh, Jamie James now in puncture territory. He's on 72% on his
rear left. 72% on rear left.
Oh, here we go.
He is, and Matty Robbo, all he needs to do is get within 3 seconds, and he could finish on the bottom step of the podium, but no less better than 4th place. And he has, he's inside 3 seconds now, with 4 laps to go when we cross the line.
Oh!
And that's Electric Blade.
Front wing's gone.
Front wing's gone, he's in the pits. Austin has also came in and retired.
Guaranteed points.
There are points for everyone if we make it to lap 26. And Electric Blade comes back out again. He will be just playing for the points here. Matty Robbo's now within 3 seconds of Jamie J. No, he's not. I'm thinking that's. Oh my god, leader. He needs to pull 2.7 seconds on the leader now. I'll put it on leader so I don't get confused because I'm an idiot.
Jamie James, 76% now.
76% on his rear left. Matty Robbo with only 31% on rear left, so
those guys are going now in front, going to be struggling. He's got to push.
Matty Robbo is already just gained 3/10 in a corner. Let's go on board with Jamie James and see how he's performing.
Oh no!
Oh, and that's going to lose him some time, big time. And Vamu is right on the back of him now. Jamie James nearly loses it out of final corner, but manages to keep it out of the wall, and that is going to allow Vamu even closer. 4.5 tenths. If this man manages to survive to the end and keep on the podium, that is something to remember for Jamie James.
There's one man that can do it.
It will be him, and Vamu is within 0.3 of a second now. As we head around turn 6 and 7. Jamie James has way more ERS than Vamu. Vamu with 16% and Jamie James with 46. Now as they head into turn 9 and 10. Let's watch on board. Matty Robbo still needs 1.2 seconds to gain. To get himself on that podium. He's on 81% now, and he has 3 more laps when we cross the line to survive. If we don't see a rear left puncture, in this race, I will. And this is Vamu's chance now. He's not even going to fight this Jamie James. Vamu breezes past, and Matty Robbo is only 0.6 away from finishing on the podium.
Vamu is only 1 warning away from the penalty.
He is.
The same with Matty Robbo.
For Vamu, except for not winning the race. He will still finish on the podium
at this point.
At this point in time.
No more safety cars, so...
No more safety cars, I would assume now, as we had...
83% on that rear left.
83% now. Matty Robbo only with 38%. So he is obviously pushing their mediums, but they will be at peak performance now, as he is 3.8 seconds. So he's lost a couple tenths from when I last looked, but Jamie James's tyres don't look the best. And now Profodes is right on the back of him. They head down now towards the newly profiled turn 11. I think I'm getting these corners numbers right, but if I'm not, then slate me. I don't care. No, I'm just going on what I can assume. I know turn 5 is the one I spun last night. Jamie James getting really squirrely there. He's gonna have to be really careful going around final corner now. Profodes will probably get him through this corner. He's going to defend the inside. It's not really going to make a difference. And it's a shame. It's a shame for Jamie James because he's been having such a good... And that's 6 seconds. So now Matty Robbo can breathe a bit easier. He can breathe a bit easier, and he's getting closer to Jamie James as well.
Now all 4 tyres of Jamie James within
interval. So Jay Prentice at the minute is finishing just behind Cornish Cook in P6. If I'm not mistaken. There's no real close battles, but Matty Robbo has sent it up the inside. I've just missed that of Jamie James, and I don't think Jamie James is really going to be surprised. Jamie James is hoping for a miracle. He now has 89% on them mediums, rear left, sorry. Yeah, he is
90%.
90%, yeah.
Can he make it one more lap?
One more lap.
He does.
If he can make these tyres last one more lap, 90% wear. I'm watching that rear left as we go down this straight. It's on the right side of your screen for anyone that don't know the left and right, because I know a few.
Can Matty possibly make P2 from Perfodes?
He is getting close. If he's going to make it, he's going to make it down after... He's a bit later on the brakes, Daniel Ricciardo style. If he's going to make this move, he's going to have to make it on the literally the last minute, Valtteri Bottas Ocon style in Jeddah, or he's going to have to send it. Oh, that's probably knackered his chances of a P2. Jamie James now, rear left still intact, 93% worn on them rear left.
This
on
is
that rear
unreal.
left. This is quite something I haven't seen in a while. Matty Robbo has still got DRS on Perfodes, but I can't see now him. Oh, he's a bit later on the brakes, but I think Perfodes is going to get a bit of a better exit. Let's watch Vamu as he rounds the penultimate corner and gets this right. And Vamu is dived to the inside of the track to take victory in Australia with his teammate close behind with Matty Robbo. Only 3.5 tenths, but the man in the Williams has really played a strategic game and absolutely had a blinder. And Jamie James has dropped to P6 after that. He will be very disappointed.
Cornish up to P4.
Cornish is up to P4. Fair play. He did have about... What was his rear wing damage? 5%. No, front wing damage. 5%. So it wouldn't have been too bad, but still. Now we have it. It's race over in Australia for EU2 for Thursday night entertainment. Driver of the day goes to Matty Robbo. Not surprised there. Very not. That was a very, very, very good race. Played the strategic game, and you know, Mr. Hawkey with the big Mr. Ego, Red Bull on top. Very fast driver there, Jack Hawkey. And fair play to Vamu. Kept it on the track. Augusta's left. So I'm on my own doing these.
Didn't mean that.
What happened there?
Just trying to get in some the people on podium for tonight.
I've asked if anyone wants interviews, but I'm sure everyone does.
I'll send it. Who was Matty Robbo? Of course it was. How can I forget? Can't see Matty on the list.
I can add him in. You got Vamu and Perfodes. What's Matty's again? Matty Robbo? Yeah. There we go.
Vamu says he won't be able to join.
He won't. Shame, Vamu. It's a shame. We have Matty in. We'll now wait, see if Profodes is going to join. Here we go. So,
Evening, gents.
evening. Vamu
how
can't
are we?
join, so we'll start with Mr. P3. How was that?
How was it?
Yeah.
Completely unexpected. As you can see from my qualifying, it was pretty piss poor. And just stayed out in the hard under the safety car and watched the chaos and destruction happen before me. It was fantastic. If I'm
Well,
being honest.
we definitely predicted your strategy was going to work. You came out on them 0 lap old tyres, under the third and final safety car. In fact, Jamie James stayed out surprisingly on them tyres, which I don't know if you were listening. They were 97% worn as he crossed the line.
I mean, I want to know what's on that other Red Bull because they aren't medium tyres. That's ridiculous. They've not died, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Profodes, you have managed to
What
perform a
kind of
masterclass with them.
sorcery he performed, I do not know. But yeah,
Yeah, he had some way of keeping his tyres fresh. So.
Undeserved for me because my teammate should have probably been there instead. But yes.
Well, it happens. It was a bit of an incident with one of the apprentices. Don't know who was in the wrong, but it'll probably be reported and sent to the stewards and whatnot. But yeah, anyways, well done, Matty. It's weird to see me interviewing you. I'd like to see it the other way around in EU4 sometime.
Yeah, well, you know, we can make it happen. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
We will. It's Bahrain.
Bahrain, exactly.
Anyway, Profodes.
Yes.
Did you expect P2?
No. Far from that. I didn't even expect to finish, to be honest. But
So what was your plan after the second safety car came out and you and Jamie James were P1 and 2, both on the same set of mediums?
yeah, well, to be honest, I tried to do some Grand Prix and every time I had problems with the softs and also to keep the temperatures low, every time they were like, well, shooting to 104, 105 degrees, and then I lost it every time. So basically I didn't even finish one practice session. So I just lowered my pressures and just went for a strategy like soft, medium, soft. That was my prediction because I expected people would crash and then I could go back to the softs. But I never realized during the race that you don't get a second new set of softs.
Yeah.
So
there's only one now, which is quite weird.
I didn't understand. I also know new medium, so I couldn't go for soft, medium, medium or soft, medium, soft. So I was just checking what Jamie did, and Jamie, he stayed out, and I was like, okay, well, normally I'm quite good on tires, so I just tried to stay with him and keep the tires, well, low.
I'll go to see. Jamie James finished with 79% on his front left, 76 on his front right, 95 on his rear left, and 86 on his rear right. You finished with 54% on your front left compared to Jamie James's 79. You finished with 53 to Jamie James's 76 on front right. Rear left, he finished with 95 to your 72, and then with 66% on your rear right, he finished with 86.
No, Tess is lying. No, it's lying. There can't be that much difference.
So you managed to have a 20% advantage on your rear right, a 23% advantage on your rear left, a 23% advantage on your rear front right, and a 21%, 25% advantage on your front left. So you managed your tyres insanely, to be honest.
Yeah, how? I don't know. The only thing I did is I just went slow into specific corners where I knew that the tires would overheat a lot. That's the only thing I did.
Yeah, and, so you and him both did a soft medium strategy.
Yeah, I think we pitted the same lap, right?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
You pitted the same lap. I don't know if I can see how old your tyres were on this, but even so, there would have been the same amount of laps old.
Yeah.
I think around when the second, third safety car, they were about 12. Probably when you finish that race, about 19 laps old.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's quite something.
Yeah, I went in lap 8, I think, for the
And the other
first
thing
time.
with
No,
Jamie
even
James-
it was lap 5, because Vamu, he pitted, and I discussed it with him, should I go to the mediums or to the hards? And he was in front of me, and I hoped to create a little bit of a gap to pit and don't get held up in the pit lane.
Yeah.
So he went to the hards, and I asked him, okay, can I stay on the mediums? Well, we both didn't know, so I just tried it, and well, worked out well.
Yeah, well, it did. Like, Jamie James finished the race with 4.83 laps over fuel. You were only 0.91. So
Yeah.
there's another. There you go. You had about another 4 laps less fuel in your car. So that also could explain it, why his tyres were getting absolutely shafted compared to yours.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah, well, yeah,
nevertheless,
it worked out somehow.
first race of the season, P2, P3 for you, Matty. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Take it.
Yes.
If that's possibly could be my highest finish for the rest of the season, I don't care. I've got a podium done, sorted.
Then you can put that on your record.
Ticked off.
Yep.
Right.
I'll,
That's probably going to be it for EU2 for the week. I'd like to thank August for being beside me.
Yeah, enjoyable.
It was very, and congratulations to Profodes and Matty on their podium finishes. And fortunate not to be able to speak to the winner of the race, but doesn't matter. So me and August will see you next Wednesday. Goodbye.
Hey.